Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the video lecture series. Today, we're going to discuss about one of the important theory in the mass communication, that is uses and gratification theory. So, uses and gratification theory propounded by the side of Bloomer and Katz, and they identified that media is used for various reasons, and there is a need, or maybe there is a gratification from the side of audience also. So this is compared to the other theories or maybe the previous theories, whatever we discussed in the form of two-step flow theory communication or maybe a magic bullet theory communication. It is totally contradictory to the magic bullet theory. And it is one of the unique theory also. So we'll go through what are the elements will going to come and how this theory is a very unique one while compared to the others also. So most of the audience theories are there, or most of the communication theories are there that will going to explain how the media will going to affect on the audience, or maybe how the media will going to impact on the daily life of the audience. But the uh, uses and gratification theory, purely it is unique one, and it will going to explain how people use media for their satisfying their need and gratification. In other words, if we're going to say, this theory states that what people do with media rather than what people does to what media does to the people. Also, this theory is a totally contradictory to the magic bullet theory. In the beginning also I told that one. Why? Because magic bullet theory told that audience are always passive. They will going to receive the message whatever the media will going to throw, or maybe whatever the media will going to send the message, people will going to accept without any kind of knowledge. So that's why this theory, the magic bullet theory, told that audience are always passive one. But uses and gratification theory told that audience are not in the form of passive. They are very active one, and they know that which media they want and for what reason they need a certain media tools also, or maybe for what reason they are using particular media channels also. So that's why it is a totally a contradictory theory, and that's why it is called audience centered approach theory also. The previous theory, whatever we called, that is in the form of media centered approach theory, but here audience approach theory also. So that's why it is totally a different one while compared to the other previous media theories also. So as I told, Bloomer and Katz are the major one. They are the one who propounded this theory, and they told that there is a reason for our audience, or maybe there is a reason for why people are using certain media tools. And at the same time, this theory is purely based on how the people will going to choose media and for what reason they are choosing a particular media channel also. So that's why it is totally a different theory. So these are two very important people, Bloomer and Katz, propounded the uses and gratification theory. Sometimes this theory is also called in the name of Bloomer and Katz theory also. So we'll go through the different kind of identification of the Bloomer and Katz theory, and we're going to identify what are the categories are there that is identified by the side of these two people. So according to Bloomer and Katz, they identified 5 very important needs. So based on these needs only, people will going to choose media, and they will going to get some kind of gratification through using these kind of media channels. So we'll go through one by one. The first and foremost one, it's a cognitive need theory. The second one, affective need. The third one, personal integrative need. The fourth one, social integrative need. And the fifth one, tension-free need. So these are a very important 5 categories identified by the side of Bloomer and Katz. Each and every need will going to explain a different kind of a different type of audience, why they are using a particular media channel. So the first and foremost one, it is a cognitive need theory. So the cognitive need theory, the name itself is suggesting that some of the audience are there in the society, they are using particular media channel for the purpose of getting certain information or maybe to improve their knowledge also. Especially some of the people are there, they always watch 24 into 7 to seek certain information what is going on in the society. But some people are there, they are watching particular television channels for the purpose of improving their knowledge. Especially if you take an example, some people are there, they want to, they want to know what is going on in the field of politics. They will go into watch 24 into 7 news channels. That is for the purpose of information. But some people are there, they will going to watch program like Kaun Banega Crorepati. Why? Because Kaun Banega Crorepati is the best example of a quiz program. And at the same time, through that quiz program, some people are there, they will going to improve their knowledge. So it shows that some people are want to watch particular television channel for the purpose of information, and some people they want to improve their knowledge. So this kind of need is also all called in the name of cognitive need theory. So another one important need is that is identified by the side of Bloomer and Katz, that is in the name of affective need theory. So affective need theory includes all kind of emotions, pleasure, and moods of the people. The name itself is suggesting that people use media like television or maybe any other media television channel to satisfy their emotional needs. So especially if you take an example, the soap operas are the best example of affective need theory. Why? Because I mean, people, those who are watching the television channels or maybe the soap opera or maybe the serials, they always want to see themselves in the that kind of character, because most of the Indian television serials are there that is based on daughter-in-law and mother-in-law. So, and the TRP rate is also very high from the side of women's community also. So they want to see themselves in that kind of character. For that reason, they will going to watch these kind of, programs through television channels or maybe through other kind of media tools also. It is not only applicable to the television channels or maybe only towards the soap opera. Some people are there whenever the emotional scenes will going to come in the cinema, they also will going to be emotional and they will going to cry. So this shows that some people are there, they want to see certain media tools for the purpose of emotional need or maybe for the purpose of uh, pleasure or maybe for the purpose of some kind of emotions. So this is called affective need, or maybe through different kind of television channels or maybe through a different kind of programs also. Another one important need is that is personal integrative need. The name itself is suggesting that this is one kind of self-esteem need. So people use media reassure their social status in the social status, or maybe they want to gain certain credibility or maybe stabilize in the society. For that reason, they will going to watch a particular media channels or maybe they will going to use certain media tools also. So it shows that for the purpose of self-esteem. See, if you take an example, the jewelry advertisements, whenever the jewelry advertisements will going to come, on that time people will going to watch. They will not going to skip the channel. They will going to watch that kind of advertisements. Especially the women's are there. They will going to watch the jewelry advertisements, especially the Malabar advertisement, Malabar jewelry advertisement, or maybe Tanishq jewelry, or maybe Joy Alucas jewelry advertisements. Maybe today they will not going to buy that jewelry, but through that advertisement, they have an idea. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe after 1 month, or maybe after 2 months, or maybe after 1 year, they will going to purchase that particular product, and they will going to reassure their status in the society, or maybe credibility in the society, or maybe they want to stabilize their social status also. So it is not only applicable to the jewelry advertisements. Even if you take an example, the car advertisements, or maybe the motorbike advertisement, or maybe the furniture advertisement, especially furniture Nilkamal advertisements, or maybe the pepper fry advertisement. They want to buy that kind of the products in their life, and at the same time they through that kind of watching that kind of television channel, they want to self-esteem their need also. So this is called personal integrative need. The fourth one, it is related to the social integrative need. The name itself is suggesting that so some people are there in the society, they need to socialize with the family, friends, and relations in the society. For that reason, they are using some kind of social media platform, especially if you take an example, the Facebook, Instagram, and at the same time Orkut. So these are a best social media channels are there. They through that kind of social media platforms, people always they want to reassure their status, or maybe they reassure their social relationships also. So sometimes they will going to put their photos, sometimes they will going to upload their videos. They always want to expect some kind of like, comment, or maybe a sharing also. So nowadays people are heavily dependent on these kind of social media platforms, and through these social media platforms, they want to satisfy their integrated need also. That is called social integrated need. So another one very important need is that is identified by the side of Bloomer and Cards, that is called tension-free need. So the name itself is suggesting that some people are there in the society, they will going to watch certain media tools, or maybe they're going to use certain media tools for the purpose of come out from some kind of tensions, or maybe people tend to relax themselves through watching a particular cinema, or maybe through a particular television channels, or maybe through a particular television program also. So this shows that people are using certain media tools for the purpose of satisfying their need in the form of to come out from their tensions, or maybe to get some kind of relaxation also. So all these kind of five very important categories identified by the side of Bloomer and Katz, and through this theory they explained that media, I mean, audience are not in the form of passive, as Magic Bullet theory told that media. I mean, audience are always in the form of passive. They will going to accept whatever the media will going to tell. But this uses and gratification theory explained that audience are there in the form of active. They know that when they have to go with certain media tools and for what reason they are using a particular media channel also. For that reason, the Bloomer and Cards identified a five different kind of needs, and through that how the people through that they explained that how people are gratifying, or maybe how people are satisfying themselves through certain media channels also. So this is called uses and gratification theory. So that's why in the beginning I told that most of the previous media theories are there. They explained that how media will going to impact on the people, but this is very unique theory. Instead of that, it will going to explain that how people are choosing a particular media channel, and how people are using, for what reason they are using also. So this is a one kind of uniqueness of this theory. So Bloomer and Kaz explained this theory in a very well manner, contradictory to the Magic Bullet theory, how the audience are active and they know that when they have to use a particular media channel, for what purpose they have to use also. So with this, today we're going to complete this video lecturing series related to the uses and gratification theory. In the next video, we're going to discuss about another one theory, which is related to the society, which is related to the audience also. Thank you everyone for watching this video.